So I was watching this video the other day, and it was kind of like an experiment, social experiment or sociology. And they started off with a room of somewhere between 12 and 15 people. And this happens twice. The first time, the room is nothing but black and Hispanics. And they say, okay, you're all standing here in the middle of the room. Now I want everyone to go to this side that is ashamed of their ethnicity, and everyone that's proud of their ethnicity to go to this side. And anyone that's neutral can stay in the middle. Pretty much everyone in the black and Hispanic room went on to the proud side except for one stayed neutral. And then they do the exact same scenario with nothing but white people. And everyone went to the ashamed side except for one stayed in neutral. And that's what society is teaching us. I think it's analogous with if you did the same study with people that call themselves Christian and Protestant and people that call themselves, well, maybe I'm going too far, but the same idea with people that call themselves Catholic. The Christian, almost all of them would go to the proud side. And when they did the exact same experiment with Catholics, not all of them, but I think many of them would go to the ashamed side. And I think that societal pressure has caused a lot of Catholics to fade away from the church. And it's just because of societal pressures. Here's another interesting point. When people talk about like old ancient religions and ways to like feel close to Mother Earth, or they'll use the word ancient proudly. Well, this is an ancient belief system, and yet when they refer to Catholics, they'll use that exact same word as a put down. You're full of ancient rituals and and it's like, how come that word is described as good in one description and bad in the other? So, I just wanted to kind of make this video to be proud of whoever you are. I'm half German, half Irish. There's also a little bit of English, or we wouldn't have gotten the last name Brown. There's also a little bit of French, supposedly, a little bit of American Indian. And apparently my mom was dating a Jewish man and wanted to find out if she had any Jewish ancestry, and found 2 rabbis. So we're all kind of mutts. But mainly, I was raised under the impression that you're 50% Irish and you're 50% German. And that's the same thing my mother was, and the same thing my dad was. So it's kind of unique that 2 people would come together that have a similar ethnic background like that, but that aren't just 100% of something. But growing up, seeing a lot of movies of English, of medieval times and knights and fierce battles, and of course, Irish, and I said we do have some English, also have a lot of Viking blood in them. And, just fierce warriors with real culture, and now you're supposed to believe that white people don't have a culture. Man, look at the history of, Scotland and Ireland and English and German and the Swedes and Danish. They all have a real culture with a real past and history. But anyways, I grew up proud of that. And then I married a Latina, and she's light-skinned with very light brown eyes. So most likely she has a lot of Spanish blood, which is European. So, I raised my kids that, well, really, your mother is kind of half indigenous, most likely thereabouts somewhere in there, and half European from the Spanish side. And you can study those histories and be able to take great pride in both their histories. Every history, every culture has negativity, has things they're kind of ashamed of, but they have more that they can be proud of. So, I said you should be proud of both that indigenous Mexican side, interesting artwork and culture, and the European from the Spanish side. And you can also be proud of the English, the mainly Irish and German side. So, no matter what you are, Protestant, white, Hispanic, black, Catholic, be proud of whoever and whatever you are, because you're a unique person, and everyone should be able to take pride in everything that they are, except for obviously being mean and sinful and bad. God bless. Love you. Take care.